So now I'm going to make my front pocket, and I'm going to do the same thing again. I have some more of this felted stuff, and it's very thin. It's about 1 millimetre in thickness, and it bears all the resemblance of ordinary craft felt. So I'm going to pop that behind my exterior pocket. I'm going to lay the lining of my pocket right sides together with my exterior pocket, and on this occasion we're going to stitch across the top with a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. So I'm matching those two up, reducing my stitch length again down to about 3, just about 3 which is what my normal sort of construction stitch length is. Both of these panels have been interfaced with a woven fusible interfacing, but I also have the felt type interfacing stabilizer, whatever you want to call it, which will just give this whole thing just a touch more structure. So I'm back stitching at the end and the beginning to secure my threads, and then I'm going to trim out the felt from that seam allowance. Excuse me. I'm going to open up the two panels, so I have my lining and my exterior. Grab my ironing pad and fold them so that the lining is sitting directly behind the exterior, and I'm just going to clip that just for a moment to make sure that everything's where it should be before I press it. And I will just wet my fingers and just roll that top seam. I want my lining to be sitting right behind my exterior. I don't want my lining to show on the outside. And I'm going to press. And then top stitch along the top edge of the pocket. So I'm increasing my stitch length again. Just one back stitch at the beginning to secure my threads. I'm top stitching at an 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. Let's get rid of the threads. I've still got a bit of this felt that's just a wee bit too long. I didn't cut that very accurately, so I'm just going to literally trim it off because I don't need that. So there is my front pocket completed. This is a really quick project.